Okay, mate. Let's have a look here. You're already holding it. In theory, this is still a bullish pattern. There's many coins you could look at with a similar type of pattern that have all kind of what it likes to do is it likes to round and come back up and form a U-shaped pattern here, and then potentially then keep moving, or a U-shaped pattern and then something like that before going or something, but technically it's still bullish, and these dips into the white 100 moving average are still bullish, and the increase in volume is still bullish. The giant base is still bullish. The fact that we have potentially put on a bottom here below the first major low, there is promising things. The RSI is strong as long as this weekly RSI is still holding here above the kind of 50 level, we'll call it for now, maybe 46, I should say 47, to allow for any wicks or something down there. But technically it's still bullish. This giant volume here caused a bit of sell-off, just like this giant volume here caused some sort of sell-off. But all in all, this looks like accumulation volume to me. The big question is, if you're on spot, it's okay. My computer is running slow. I need to restart it probably. This is a it's a bad rejection, of course, on the 2 week. I mean, most coins did do this bad rejection. I don't know if you bought up here in this wick or FOMO into the top. I'm not sure. Obviously, if you bought on this base, you're doing very well. You bought anywhere in the middle, and you're just doing okay. But I do think that it's still okay. It can take some time to recover from these bad doji stop hunt rejections after volume. Now I just I don't know if I should say it or not, because it's very possible to do that. But in these patterns, if you looked at DYDX for I'm not saying it's definitely going to be the same, but you can see DYDX, it can take a period of time, but other coins did not take this long. Of course, DYDX is a huge market cap, and these can run slower. There was also large unlocks for DYDX. The classic example I like to go back to is the Cardano ADA. When you break out above this white 100 moving average and you get that first move, the move back can take some time, and sometimes it can take that accumulation. I'm not saying that BICO will do the same, but I'm just trying to point out that it's a possibility that it takes time to develop a little bit. I'm not saying it's going to take this long either. Smaller coins usually move a bit faster in theory, but above the white 100 moving average is technically bullish. So to me, after this huge base, the compression into the white 100, the rise in the volume, the breakout above the white 100, and to me it all looks very good. If you're in it and for some reason it did dip or the market flushed, I still think it's probably okay to add to your position. I'm not saying that that's happening. I think the white 100 has a good chance of holding, whatever way. I didn't draw that perfect, but just saying we did flush, right? I don't mean down to zero, but you know what I mean. Down, if there was a market flush, I think if you added there, it's probably the last flush before a real move. I don't know if you have the patience for that, but to me it looks like a decent coin, and volume precedes price. It looks like a decent coin to accumulate is what I'm trying to say. Volume usually precedes price, so this uptick in volume should, in theory, lead the coin higher. So I think it's okay, but it may need some patience. I think it looks very good so far, at least. The quarterly candle, as we can see kind of here, there definitely is some sort of breakout of this range. It's trying to, at least. At this point, it needs a new quarter, because the red 2 week, the 2 week is red. The ideal way for this new quarter to kind of play out is something like that. But I would expect some downside. I think it's natural to come down and fill that candle. There seems to have built up a massive resistance, which now should be support. It's a breakout, so it should be some sort of support there. And ultimately, as long as it's green on the year, there's still a good chance that this goes a lot higher.